turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll call for the fair catch here. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll test the right side here. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Makes a quick grab. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a good throw. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Horned Frogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finding some room at the 25. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the height, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Set it down for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls in the catch. They make the first down. Brought down to the 31.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's a run to the left. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Toss play to the outside. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, it's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back Or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After a disastrous 1st down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the 1st half of the national title.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner is tackled by this mud coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? They pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 25.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Take it now, but not before he makes the 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. If center fielder is the free safety, he's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun running play call. Shows off the stiff arm on the way to a solid game. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set for 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down. That's an important first down on that running play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin O'Connors with our halftime update.
TCU.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off and get the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. He's on the run. Launches deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the point after is right down the middle.
17, TCU, 7.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. TCU offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Sticking with the running game. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive down to multiple scores. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. They go with a direct snap. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense put up with a stop? That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And they'll use the ground game here. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Toss play running right. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
2nd down, looking to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Coming up.
The offense now operating in empty. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Still no answer for this offense.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
And he's set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Gain of 22. First down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 24. TCU.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Here's the toss play now, running left. Powers through. There's the tackle, but first. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
TCU 21.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the TCU offense takes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
TCU 28.
Returner decides to fair catch this. TCU offense is back out on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, positive yards here. Fourth quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they...
They'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, TCU. There was a foot race and he won it. Kicking team out for the PAT trial. PAT is good and still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Gosh, this defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Here comes the bunch formation. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you can take a sack in this situation. And now it's 4th down.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football.
Yeah.
In this case, he is not.
Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Whoa. Very important and very pretentious. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. Yeah, but it's weighing heavy on my gosh. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I want to see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy bottles from Charlemagne. You gon' make me go out of my fucking way. I waited 4 days, nigga, where y'all at? I drove here in a race playing ARM. I'm not sure what it was that really made y'all mad, but I guess this is what I gotta do to make y'all rap. I mean, oh, careful with the city, man, they know what's up. 2nd floor, just getting shoulder rubs. This for y'all to think that I don't write